Nobody told us this. If life feels harder than it should, I want you to pause for a moment. Not to push harder, not to self-diagnose, not to blame yourself. Just pause. Because there's a strong chance the problem isn't you. It's the system you're operating inside. Most people assume that if something feels hard, exhausting, or confusing, it must mean they're doing something wrong. They assume they need more discipline, more motivation, more effort. But effort isn't always the issue. Sometimes the system is. Here's something most people are never taught. You don't live your life one decision at a time. You live your life inside systems. Systems decide how much effort something takes, how often you feel behind, how much mental load you carry, whether small mistakes become big problems, whether progress feels smooth or exhausting. And most of the systems you're living inside, you didn't design. They evolved. They were built to survive, not to support you. This is why capable people feel stuck. If you're intelligent, responsible, and still overwhelmed, that's not a contradiction. It's often a sign that expectations are unclear, decisions are made reactively, feedback comes too late, recovery isn't built in. Everything depends on memory and speed. When that's true, even your best effort feels heavy. You're not failing, you're compensating. Let's talk about invisible systems. The most powerful systems in your life are often the ones no one talks about. For example, decision systems. Who decides what and when? Are decisions clear, or do they float until something breaks? Feedback systems. Do you find out something was wrong before damage happens, or only after? Expectation systems. What are you actually being judged on, and how clearly is that stated? Recovery systems. When something goes wrong, does the system help you recover, or does it quietly punish you? Most people don't struggle because they're irresponsible. They struggle because these systems are vague, inconsistent, or missing entirely. Why pushing harder doesn't fix this? Here's the trap. When a system is unclear, people respond by working faster, taking on more, trying to remember everything, absorbing responsibility that should be shared. That might work short-term, but long-term, it leads to burnout, frustration, and self-doubt. Because no amount of effort can fix a system that wasn't designed to support clarity. This is the reframe that changes everything. Instead of asking, "Why is this so hard for me?" try asking, "What is this system asking me to compensate for?" That question changes the tone completely. It moves you from self-criticism to observation, from emotion to clarity, from exhaustion to strategy. Here's the quiet truth. When the system is working, progress feels boring, not heroic. Mistakes are contained, not catastrophic. People don't burn out trying to hold everything together. Effort actually leads somewhere. When the system isn't working, everything feels urgent. Nothing feels finished. You're always almost caught up. And you wonder why it's so hard to breathe. That difference matters. Let's close with this. If life feels harder than it should, that doesn't mean you're weak. It doesn't mean you're behind. And it doesn't mean you're broken. It may simply mean you're operating inside systems that were never designed to help you succeed, only to keep moving. And once you see that, you stop trying to fix yourself and start seeing where clarity, structure, and support are missing. That awareness alone changes how you move. If this helped you see life, or work, a little differently, that's the point. This space is about making sense of how things actually function, so effort stops being wasted and clarity becomes possible.